A giant octopus was painted on the wall of the room where I'd been sent the previous September for evaluation. An octopus and starfish and various gill-bearing aquatic craniate animals, for this was the pediatric wing, and the sea scene was intended to calm and distract the children from needles or the small hammers testing reflex amplitude. I was there at the age of 33 because a doctor had discovered incidentally an entirely asymptomatic and potentially aneurysmal dilation of my aortic root that required close monitoring and probable surgical intervention. And the most common explanation of such a condition at such an age is Marfan, a genetic disorder of the connective tissue that typically produces the long-limbed and flexible. When I met with a cardiologist and he suggested the evaluation, I'd noted my excess proportion of body fat and conventional arm span, and only slightly above average height, but he counter-noted my long, thin toes and mild double-jointedness and contended that I might well fall on the diagnostic spectrum. Most marfanoids are diagnosed in early childhood, thus the pediatric wing. If I had Marfan, the cardiologist had explained, the threshold of surgical intervention was lower, when the diameter of the aortic root reached 4.5 centimeters, was basically nigh. I was at 4.2 centimeters according to an MRI, because the likelihood of what they call dissection, a most often fatal tearing of the aorta, is higher among marfanoids. If I did not have an underlying genetic condition, if my aorta was deemed idiopathic, I would still probably require eventual surgery, but with a more distant threshold, 5 centimeters, and the possibility of much slower progression. In either case, I was now burdened with the awareness that there was a statistically significant chance the largest artery in my body would rupture at any moment, an event I visualized, however incorrectly, as a whipping hose spraying blood into my blood. Before collapse, a far look comes into my eyes as though, etc.